What does $200 get you across the street from Disneyland? And would I stay here again? Stick around and find out. This is the Ramada by Windam on Harbor Boulevard. The lobby was beautiful. I love when they have little Disney things for sale in the lobby. This had toys and ears and cups and things. Now let's check out the room. It is a motel, so your access is from the parking lot. And I have to say, I was immediately pleasantly surprised. There's a refrigerator and a microwave that greets you. You almost fall right into the bathroom and the closet like you do in most hotel and motel rooms. But there was no carpet, 2 giant and very comfortable, I might add, queen-sized beds. All of the furniture looked really new, really fresh. I didn't see any chips in the paint or the furniture. Everything was just very clean looking. And look, there's another microwave and refrigerator, a couch, and bunk beds. Friends, if you have a family of 6 or even 7 people, this room could accommodate you very comfortably. Now let's go back to that bathroom. There's a sink outside of the toilet and shower area with a nice light up mirror. And then look, there's a sink inside the toilet and shower area. So yeah, 2 sinks is almost a necessity when you have a whole family sharing the room. Everything was in really good repair. In the bathroom, however, was the only place that I felt like a little bit of chips and wear on the trim and the paint, but really I could overlook that. Now let's talk about the things that come with the room, like the breakfast in the morning. Yes, breakfast was included with the room. It started at 7 o'clock though. So if you like to rope drop, this is a tight line. They had everything, coffee, juices, milk, all of the standard breakfast things, even some hot items. There were eggs, there was sausage, biscuits and gravy. Friends, I had the biscuits and gravy and they were actually really good. And also it was very clean. My girls and I kept commenting about how this motel smelled fresh. All of the public areas and our room, we were hit with the fact that it didn't smell like cleaners. It just smelled fresh. And that really does matter to me. So this is your view from the front door. Of course, it's a motel, so it leads right out into the cars. Now, how was the access to Disneyland, you're wondering? Well, we're just going to go ahead and walk the entire distance from our property, the Ramada property, to the Toy Story parking lot. We walked past 2 other hotel entrances, and I'm speeding it up so you don't have to be bored while I talk about the walk. But literally, friends, it was 3 minutes and 15 seconds when we left our motel property until, look, here we are entering the Toy Story parking lot. I like to enter right here through the pedestrian gate, and then it's right over to the buses and on to Disneyland. If you need a bathroom break before you get on the buses, I highly recommend this bathroom. It's at the parking structure and a lot of friends don't know about it. But you guys, it's always pretty empty. It's super clean. It's always really well stocked. So I highly recommend. It's a good bathroom, okay? Anyway, get on the bus, get to Disneyland, and your short ride, you're going to get off. We arrived right before 8 o'clock. I like to get there earlier than that, but hey, it was one of those mornings. We were running a few minutes behind, and we didn't get there exactly at rope drop, but we entered the park just right before 8 o'clock. I love this little family in front of us. The girl was just blowing her little bubbles and going, "I'm so excited, Mommy." It was just adorable. And one of the benefits of using Toy Story parking is that all of this security right there, that you don't have to go through it. You already went through it at the Toy Story parking lot. And trust me, it's way shorter over there. I have never spent more than just a couple of minutes standing in a line for the security. Here we go into the gates and we're off. We're on Main Street. We are there just before 8 o'clock. These are the crowds, friends, this week. This was Tuesday, December the 9th. It's busier than I like, okay? Let's be honest. It is not going to be light. There is not going to be a less crowded day anytime until after the holidays, okay? So that's just life. Deal with it. But it was really a beautiful day in Southern California. Now let's get back to the point of the video. Ramada by Windam. Would I stay there again? Yes, absolutely, for that price and for the value of what I got for it. What would I rate it? A 7 out of 10. Your turn, friends. Where do you like to stay when you go to Disneyland?